welcome to another episode of Ultras 11. And I said welcome twice, but it's okay. I'm Joe, one of your hosts.
And I'm Alex.
And today we're joined by
What's up, guys? I'm Marco.
a familiar guest.
Joe, you can't even say his name.
He's at home now.
The disrespect.
He's at home now. He's just a regular. You know, like those creepy guys you see at a bar.
Glad to be back, boys.
He's wearing a flannel jacket. He fits it.
Yeah,
he fits it.
He needs no introduction.
But jump right into it. We're going to talk about the results over the weekend. Friday, nothing happened. Udine tied Lecce, which we all kind of predicted that Udine would fall off. No offense.
They started things off well, but I mean, they're not going to pull a Leicester. You know what I mean? They're not going to be one of those teams that are like they're going to just stay up there and you're like, okay, when are they going to fall? And they never fall.
In Serie A, I feel like you don't see
like
those hero stories like that.
Maybe one day we'll see like Roma do it.
Probably not.
Per, why don't you stop and
There was a big
let the
game.
big boys talk?
It was actually Lazio Roma this week. You can skip over these
Hey,
games.
no, we're going to talk about the other results. You know, Spal.
You still got to talk about Napoli because
Spal tied against Ternana.
Dude.
That's huge because De Rossi is their coach. Roma legend.
Yeah, but man, who cares about Spal?
Fucking look at me, man.
Fuck Spal.
Yeah, whatever. They're huge.
Dude, Napoli, man.
Napoli beat
They're
Atalanta.
not losing.
Man,
Yeah,
honestly,
they're crazy.
In Serie A,
crazy this year.
Serie A, it was a pretty crazy weekend. We had first versus second,
Yeah.
fifth versus sixth,
Yep.
fifth versus and then
Was it third? No. Lazio and Roma were what? Third and fourth?
no. Oh yes.
Yeah,
I was talking actually about Juve and Inter, but
Yeah, we were fifth and sixth.
yeah.
I know. You were forgetting about Roma, your own team.
Yeah,
I know
we're
you guys
not,
lost,
no,
but you're
we're
not
not
going to
talking
forget
about
about
that
that
Trying to
game.
blank
No,
that
no,
game
no,
out.
no, no.
You're not going to forget about that game, Joe.
Again, we're not talking about that game. Whatever.
We're talking about how good Napoli's doing right now.
Yeah, there you go. Kvaratskhelia.
Before Joe starts talking about rambling about
Kvaradona.
Roma.
I'm not talking about Roma today. We're not talking about Roma at all. They're going to bring it up. I'm not talking about it. I'm going to stay quiet. Anyways, Napoli beat Atalanta. That's kind of big. Now they have an 8-point gap.
Yeah, they're on a
which
tear.
is-
Man, like, it just...
I think the Scudetto's theirs.
Even watching them,
No,
watching them
yeah,
play,
actually.
it's just like, you know, when are they gonna burn and crash? But dude, they're playing so well.
every competition they're in, they just
Oh my god, they
can't
look
stop
so
scoring.
strong.
And it's just crazy because, like, realistically, when we at the beginning of the season, we were talking about like our top four and stuff like that. We mentioned how like with Napoli, they have no depth.
Yeah.
Like we think like whatever,
Oh, no,
but
I don't think anybody counted Napoli in like at the beginning
Yeah.
in top
No.
four.
I did.
Okay, but like other than that,
Regardless of
you're a
that.
Roma fan, so you're a believer.
Yeah, exactly. Regardless of why you always gotta bring up regardless, Napoli with that front three, I feel like they have the perfect rotation.
Yeah.
So
Like,
that's what like is
They're connecting so well.
yeah,
And,
exactly.
like,
And that's the biggest thing.
they don't have experience together. Like
No.
it's their majority of them. It's their first year playing together, other than like Lozano
Yeah.
and Osimhen.
And it's crazy because like a lot of the time we'll get into this a little bit later with like defense winning you championships and stuff like that. It's not as if Napoli's defense is doing like they're doing well, 100%, but they're not doing unreal that
Min
you know.
Jae has been replaced
Yes,
Koulibaly
yes.
like perfectly.
But realistically, did he? You know, okay.
I don't see a flaw
I'm just-
in their backline right now.
Again, we'll talk about this afterwards.
No, I know,
A little bit
but
more
I'm just
in
saying.
depth.
But Napoli, man, in like
Yeah,
all in all, like
They have the good rotation
hey,
up top. If
they
Osimhen's hurt,
if they would win, I would honestly be happy for them.
yeah. Oh,
I'd be happy for them.
I'd
Yeah,
only be
I
happy
wouldn't
for one
mind.
person. Two people. Sorry, two people I'd be happy for. But I don't want Napoli to win. I don't want
to know who
Napoli
you
to win.
wanted.
No
Who are
offense.
the two you'd
I
be
didn't
happy
want to
for?
know
My two buddies.
who.
It has nothing to do with actually like they're Napoli fans, but that's it.
Not like actually no one.
Oh, I thought you meant-
I think meant two players on Napoli.
Okay, maybe like Politano, I'd be happy for a Roma legend,
No, fuck
whatever.
that guy.
I'd care about him.
Fuck
But
him.
Kvaratskhelia, I don't know how to say his name. I hope I'm not butchering.
Kvaradona, man.
Kvaradona, Kvaradagio.
Kvaradona.
Because he's like Baggio's dad, apparently, at this point. I'd be happy for them, I guess. Question mark. But regardless, Milan beat Spezia.
Yeah, they did. That was a big game.
Big Daddy Giroud.
Daddy Giroud.
Daddy Giroud
Now,
dropped his pants and showed the world
Listen,
how big his dick is.
I got a question for Perry. We're going to ask him later on, actually, about Giroud.
What do you
He
want to ask
doesn't.
me?
I said we're going to ask you later on.
Okay,
So.
I'll wait.
No, you have no choice but
dude,
to wait.
I was obviously watching that game. I was happy when it was tied because obviously knowing Juve the Inter this weekend, I was like, hey, if we can win, like they can close the gap a little bit. But dude, like just watching, like I watched that whole game, that assist by Tonali, and then even better finish by Giroud. Like, it left me speechless.
Yeah,
I don't
left the world speechless.
Like,
Okay.
I talk shit about Giroud. Like, I love him, but I'll talk shit about him because of his age, and he just scores the stupidest shit.
Man,
Age doesn't
Bremer
matter when
almost
you're
did the
doing the things
exact
he's
same
doing.
thing.
Okay, but dude, Bremer's 22.
And he's a center back.
He's 22, and Giroud's like 49,
Regardless,
and he's still doing it.
Roma and Juve are in striking distance of Milan still, so we're not going to talk.
Remember you were talking shit. You sent me that picture when Roma was ahead of Juve. You're talking that shit in the group chat.
I can't
Joe?
even say anything right now. So I'm
Yeah.
not talking about Roma. I'm
That's what I
just
thought.
saying,
We're ahead.
Regardless,
Oh, Lazio made the jump above them too.
no, we're not looking at that group table. We're not going to.
I thought you said you're gonna start watching soccer when Lazio goes above Roma.
I said if they finish the season above Roma.
They did last year.
2
Yeah.
years ago.
Even last year. I
Even
think.
last year, actually, I think.
Yeah. The last 2 years.
Here we are.
At least that's something Roma can three-peat in.
Like Selena Gomez, listen. Like Selena Gomez says, the heart wants what it wants. I think she said. I don't know.
And
It could have even been Gandhi.
Roma
at
wants
this
to
point.
lose.
I think that was Gandhi.
You know,
Could have been Gandhi. Could have been Wayne Gretzky.
enough about the Roma talk.
Regardless, Premier League on Saturday, kind of dull.
Not, man, Haaland to
Kinda
the
dull.
rescue again.
On Saturday?
Yeah.
I'm saying on Saturday.
Oh, you were on. Oh, wait. You're confusing me.
See, today's Monday.
Yeah, that was on Saturday.
Yeah,
So you said nothing
Saturday.
happened. I
You said yesterday.
Haaland saved the day.
Oh. Regardless,
Big Daddy Haaland,
he
man.
did save the day, but timelines got mixed up. I still didn't see Man City there, so I'm a little concerned
You're
right
on,
now.
on
from my
Saturday,
phone.
right there, Joe. Man City, Fulham.
For some reason, I thought that was
Holy
Leicester.
guys,
This is really awkward,
Joe's a little
guys.
bit slow. Don't mind him. He's a little bit off today.
I'm a little bit just hooked on Ranieri right now, and I'm just focusing on Leicester City.
Yeah, well, Joe,
Dilly
that's a
ding,
pass.
dilly dong. That's it. That video's been living rent free in my head for the last, I think, 2
can
weeks.
confirm this. Joe has been nonstop watching this video and saying
Come
dilly dong.
on, man. We're in Champions League. Regardless, yeah, Big Daddy
Let's move
Haaland.
to Sunday.
He did what he had to do in
Dude.
the 95th minute, which
He's
is
a cheat code, dude.
He's not a cheat code. He scored
a
a penalty
cheat
shot.
code.
Mbappe's better.
No, he's not.
Fucking
Joe.
I'm
high.
joking, I'm joking, I'm
You're
joking.
just trying to
Oh my
start
God.
something right now.
I
Because
I almost
that's
just threw Joe over this table.
I was trying to beef pair there.
Holy.
I gave him
yeah,
a little
don't.
look. Sunday,
I was about to punch you.
PSV beat Ajax. That's
No. Let's talk about the one that's right underneath
No.
that. Lazio beating Roma.
PSV beat
And
Ajax.
Roma.
Buddy.
I know they're both at home, but Roma was home, which now is clearly Lazio's home.
Oh, it's always been Lazio's home.
Roma is blue,
It is
like it
blue.
always is.
And
Luke-
Lazio won without the King of Rome even being
Yeah,
present
man.
on the field.
Dude, how
Luke
even,
de Jong
dude, they
scored.
didn't even have the goat on the field,
That's crazy.
and they still beat you guys.
That's crazy.
How does that
But it
make
just
you
goes
feel?
to show how much stronger they are.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Wait,
Um,
Joe, can I have something?
No,
Where
I'm
was
not talking about
where was
this.
King Tammy?
I'm not talking about this. I said.
Where was he?
Do I have to whisper it in the mic? I'm not talking about this.
Where was he, dude? You can put on like the game highlights and find more Ciro Immobile highlights.
PSV beat Ajax. That's a
know.
huge rivalry in the Netherlands. Luke de Jong scored at the age of 57,
Joe.
kind of like Giroud and Ibra
You're not
put
gonna
together.
move. You're not gonna move past that Roma lost.
Dude, huge win, Juve.
I don't care about Juve. Roma lost against Lazio.
Fiorentina won too.
Yeah, that's
If you guys
common. So
And
we shouldn't
Lazio
even be that
was
surprised.
Joe was like, "Oh man, Lazio's out of form. They've been doing so bad." Roma was in form.
No,
they were doing so
stop,
good.
stop. I need the record to reflect. I wish Valage was here right now.
Oh, he's not.
Because I literally said to him when we were talking about it all, he's like, "Oh, yo, big game, Roma. Like they should be winning, blah blah blah, whatever." And I said, "No. The guy I work with, he said it best." Mattia looked at me and said, whichever team is out of form in this derby wins, and it's true.
how does that
literally
even-
look? Shut up.
No, break it down for me. I need to hear the math.
Shut up.
This.
Because,
break
okay.
this down.
Look at last year, beginning of the season. Roma went on that little hot streak. Everyone thought, "Oh shit, is this Roma's year?" Mourinho's
No
at
one
the
thought
helm.
that.
No,
Okay, maybe I thought that, whatever. I think we were, top 2 at that point, whatever. Crazy. In form, we played Lazio. They railed us like 4-1. I still
Yeah, but
remember because I was
Lazio
making
always-
dough. Shut
Okay,
up.
Continue.
Shut up. All right. End of the season. Season's dud. We're done. See you later. We're in the Conference League, so we could go to Europa League. Who cares about the season? We end up destroying them. We were so out of form. We beat Lazio then. So you go even look at the history between the two. it's whichever team is out of form for some reason. I can't tell you.
Well, either way,
Maths don't make sense.
So Roma's in form and they got dusted by a team that's not in form.
yeah,
So what's
yeah.
worse?
Yeah, that math still doesn't.
No, the fact that we just lost to Lazio, it doesn't matter how you put it. We still suck.
Lost to Sadi,
Against
man.
Lazio.
Sadi's the king of Rome. Better coach than Mourinho. He proved it this weekend.
I don't want to talk about this game. So, we're going to move on. Monza beat Hellas Verona. Monza's going to stay away from
It
relegation.
was a massive game from Ravella.
Yeah.
Played solid.
See, now he wants to get his Juve players involved. But no one's going to comment about that Al loves Juve and he wants to bring Juve up 24/7.
No,
Did I
I mean,
ta-
I feel
did I
like
bring-
Al's
did I
making
bring
a
Juve in?
solid point there.
Did I bring Juve in? I'm talking about
Where's Rovella,
an
though?
Italian prospect.
Oh, here we go. Doesn't want to talk about any prospect except Rovella. Did he score?
No, he didn't.
Did he get an assist?
He got man of the match.
Oh, he gets man of the match for what?
And he
Sempre.
got a man of the match and he didn't score an assist. That's impressive on its own.
Tonali does that at game in, game out. Does he brag about it? Per, tell him.
He's a
No,
stud.
but
dude.
we all
see?
know already how good Tonali is, Joe.
Do you know?
Yes.
Does Mancini know?
Yes. He was included in the team of the year. Remember the one that you said that
No, no.
Pellegrini should have been in, but he wasn't?
He should have been.
Well, I'm still trying to figure out where Pellegrini.
Yeah,
would
where he was
fit.
going to fit. Yeah. But Joe said he's going to fit in there, but
Clearly.
how's he doing
Maybe
the
if it
season?
was like a top 10 list. or
He's
something.
injured right now. He's literally been nursing an injury. And you know what, Mourinho,
Yeah,
I
he's a
love you,
nurse.
but the fact that you literally ignore the medical staff and say, I asked Pellegrini before the
Now
game.
you're
if he's ready
blaming
to-"
Mourinho.
For this moment,
Blame the
yes.
player.
Because
He's not
Pellegrini's a
performing. He had to
fucking
fake an
stud.
injury.
He's not. Poor guy's missing the rest of the season.
He's missing the rest of the season.
Okay, no, I'm being dramatic there.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I was going to say, there's no chance that he's missing the rest of the season, and I have not heard about this
No,
injury
but
yet.
last year he had a broken toe and he still played, man.
Oh, a broken toe? No way, dude.
Shut the fuck
Yeah,
up, dude.
no, that's
No
what
way.
they
Di,
say when
Di
that's
Maria's
what they say
ear
when they're
hurts.
just playing like shit.
Di Maria-
my
Di-
toe's
Di
been
Maria's
broken,
fucking
so
satellite ears hurt.
that's why I missed all those sitters.
You know what? You as medical staff, we have to fix them. Di Maria, poor thing. He's hurt. Fuck off. You guys had fucking
He didn't
coke
miss a game-
dealers
he didn't miss a game
giving
'cause of
out-
broken
Hold
toe.
Hold on. Al Shaddai
Or
was
he
being
plays
fed
through a broken
coke
toe.
by the Milan fucking medical staff.
Now
Yeah,
Joe's
we-
starting
No one wants
rumors.
to talk about this.
No, we
I
had
was
to keep
like,
him. We had to keep him fired up.
See, yeah.
Joe's starting rumors now.
regardless, let's go on. Arsenal beat Chelsea. Graham Potter actually doesn't know the secrets of the chamber.
God, man.
Poor thing.
I don't know what to think about that. Like
He has
Chelsea.
no relation to Harry.
Everyone like they won
Which
what like
sucks.
8 games in a row. Everyone was hyping them up. Everyone's like, "Oh man, Harry Potter, this is it. He's the guy." But like, dude, I don't know, man. I still think they were wrong for firing Tuchel.
Oh, they were absolutely wrong for firing him. But
What,
either
they
way,
should have had Pioli there instead?
Oh, Pioli would win anybody a championship
I'm
right
just
now.
really aggravated with Per right now. I wanna fucking-
Okay, no, but
He
like,
wants
I
to
think
hit me, I wanna hit
we can
him.
all agree that Tuchel should still be the coach for
yeah,
that team.
100%. Yeah.
It's just
And we
because
should all agree that like
it's just
Pioli's like
because
a
the
top
owner.
5 coach in the world right now.
Right now, yeah,
Can
I
go?
agree. I agree.
Do we have to record today? I
And
gotta
he's
go.
better than Pioli.
What? Pioli's better than Pioli?
He is Pioli. He's better than Mourinho.
Pioli is better than Pioli. You heard it here first.
Pair
We're
me
done.
cross-eyed. I was like, what?
Aston Villa bet Man U beat. Bet. Oh my god, I'm talking like pair now. They beat. Aston Villa beat Man
They
U, not
pummeled
bet.
Man U.
Shut up, man.
Fucking idiot.
Man U's still confused that game when they played Bruno Fernandes right back, Harry
I
Maguire
was gonna
left
say,
wing.
was I tripping out when I saw that?
No,
game?
no, you were not tripping up.
No, it's a
Okay,
tackle.
okay.
You were not high.
I was at work and I see
masterclass.
everything, and then I see Harry Maguire
left wing, dude. He's playing with
as a left
Ronaldo.
wing. I'm like, whoa.
Yep. Messi's playing with Mbappe and
It's a-
Neymar, and
it's a
Ronaldo
good-
playing on
It's a
top
good
with
tactic,
Maguire.
though. You just confuse the hell out of the other
Yeah,
team.
you
Man,
don't
they're
know
like,
what's going on.
Wait, why is Bruno back there? Wait, why is Maguire up here? What's going on right now? What are you guys doing?
They almost had him. It almost worked.
What you don't know is Luke Shaw actually is Shaberto Carlos and was the real left winger. No, I hate Luke Shaw. He's a fat bitch.
Dude, nothing was worse. Did you see the West Ham highlights?
Wait, hold on. Actually, speaking of West Ham highlights, sorry to interrupt this.
Yes,
I know
Joe.
you want to wait for Zach. Well, fuck you, Zach, for a second.
What are we doing right now?
Joe's pissed off because I put Declan Rice jersey over Totti. Rightfully so, because
This jersey,
Declan Rice greater than Totti.
it's a really nice jersey. I'm not gonna, but this went over Totti.
Yeah,
One won a World Cup.
yeah.
One was featured in a team of the week.
One's gonna
in
win.
FIFA.
One's gonna win a World Cup.
So there's levels to this argument.
yeah, one's gonna win a World Cup this year.
Where on career mode?
No.
Fuck Declan
England's
Rice.
gonna win.
No,
Fuck Declan Rice.
stop.
Thank you.
Dude, he's gonna lift up the trophy.
Stop. Italy has a better chance of winning.
Now look, I'll fold it like a gentleman because I don't have any disrespect.
And I know you're not gonna put it
Fold
back
what?
up.
Dude, get that thing out of here, dude.
Thank God. Thank God we have a guy.
Most
Okay, no.
fucking overrated
Fuck
player
right.
right now.
Thank you. Dickless Rice.
Zach, you can do whatever you want to do to Joe. That's fine. I got no
We'll
problem with
talk.
it.
He's gonna call
did
me
you-
a
hold on.
dickhead in the group chat.
Did you watch the highlights of that game?
Yes.
Did you see the ending to that game? Dude, that counterattack. You lose it right at the end. Holy dude.
And you want to compare?
West Ham, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with them this season, but dude, they just look like a disaster. And like surely like Moyes loses his job, right?
No, he won't.
Like surely he does.
He won't lose the job. Who's gonna take
Tuchel
over?
Tuchel lost like 3 games and he lost his job.
Yeah, okay, but
Moyes over here.
Chelsea,
Okay, no, I know, but still,
West.
I
Ham.
get that. But this is where Chelsea think they are, and this is where West Ham think they are. So when you think you're that high,
No,
you gotta make
West Ham.
moves.
They've came out and said several times like we shouldn't
Joe lowered his hand. I meant to put it still a little bit lower than Chelsea,
okay.
but Joe's just I don't know.
I don't want to listen to Al. Right
Yeah,
now. I'm
no,
still
but-
a little bit butthurt.
Nah, dude, something's up. Like they need to get rid of him ASAP.
Yeah, but you know what the thing is with like West Ham is I feel like it. Okay, I know I might get attacked. I don't want to talk about Roma, but I'm gonna come on and say this: West Ham and Roma shoot above their belt. They think they're bigger than they are.
Yes, but
I'm a Roma fan
but-
saying this.
Hold
like,
on,
like there's levels. Like,
but one thing that West Ham has that Roma doesn't: money.
oh, I thought you were gonna say Declan.
No,
Rice. I was gonna
money.
honestly-
No, I'm over that. Money.
Oh yeah.
The Prem has money.
100%.
So no matter
100%.
what, if let's
that's
say
the
like
biggest thing.
whatever, like Roma and West Ham both need a coach, and there's one guy they're both going for. If they both approach him, there's like a better chance that he's gonna sign with
Oh,
West
yeah,
Ham
'cause there's more
because
money involved.
he can spend the
Yeah,
money he wants. He can sign the
100%,
players
yeah.
he wants to, and that's why. West Ham, I think they can get rid of Moyes. I think they'll still be able to bring in a somewhat decent coach.
Well, they make good
and they'll
money.
do better than that.
They make good money because of like they own their own stadium. You know,
Yeah,
like,
that's what I mean.
They have a lot going for them, and West Ham could be one of those like those sleeping giants almost. You know,
They
like,
usually are.
They just need that like
But
ingestion.
this
like, you
season,
know,
man,
like
they have
Moyes
not looked
just
like.
isn't it. You know, I still keep on saying it. Skamaka, fantastic fucking striker.
Yeah.
But even when you watch a West Ham game and the commentators are still praising Mikel Antonio, oh, only a matter of time since you
know
put
how
in
that guy
Mikel
still fucking
Antonio.
plays.
Only a matter of time since Mikel Antonio. How? No, shut up. Like, this is the first time since, I don't even know, since Di Canio.
Yeah. Dude, watching
West Ham has actually had a
when
striker.
I when I watch West
Like-
Ham games and I see Mikel Antonio play, it honestly makes me think that like, fuck, if I never got my injury, I actually might have been able to
Man,
make it.
you know
'Cause
how,
honestly, I'm not gonna brag, but I wasn't good, but I think I was better than him.
No. Everything is better than Mikel Antonio. I'm
Like,
sorry.
holy
You know when you
fuck,
talk like
man.
when you're talking about FIFA players and you're using this player and you say, "Oh, this guy moves like a fucking bus."
Yeah,
That is Mikel Antonio.
but not in a good way.
Yeah, like he's moving like a bus in the worst way.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, he's strong. Cool,
Yeah,
man.
he's got a big dick, but
Yeah,
what,
huge
what,
cock.
what, what does it
Good
all
for him.
mean? What does it all mean
I don't
when
think
you
so
suck?
anymore.
You don't think he has a huge cock?
No.
But I saw him get subbed, and I saw that thing fucking. It was like a windmill out there.
I also kind of want to say there's photo evidence now to this moment to the girl that said that Zaniolo has a small dick. I showed you guys this picture. Huge.
Yeah, it was
horn.
kind of weird that
Huge
Joe
one.
had this picture on
Right
his
now.
phone.
Man,
Wait,
we're talking
hold
about
on.
huge cock.
Joe's over here. He showed me nudes of Zaniolo. I'm like, hey, dude, like,
dude,
I
huge
get it.
cock.
I love Juve, but like, yo, I'm not trying to look for their nudes.
It's normal, dude.
That's not normal.
You're making it weird. Regardless of that, Liverpool.
I'm gonna check out here.
Yeah, coming from the guy that said he watched Giroud's makeout tape with Valbuena. Anyway,
What the fuck did you just say?
What are you
anyways.
saying right now?
Liverpool and Tottenham.
That game was fucking solid. Decided to wake up against that, man. Pissed me off. Still want the best for Conte.
Conte sucks.
I don't think so. I think just Tottenham sucks.
Oh, you know what? Agree.
I think just Tottenham.
I'd agree with
sucks.
that.
Like,
Actually, I'd agree with that.
you
Actually,
know what? There's so like only so much you can do.
because
And, like, not
Conte
to bring this
usually
up and
does
piss
get
you
the
off, but
best out of his.
It's like
kids.
Mourinho. Like, not to piss you off, but you know what I mean. Like
I'm not even talking
he's a
about
great
him.
coach,
Yeah.
but
Sick
for
coach.
him, like there's only there's a ceiling at Roma. There's only so much he's gonna be able to accomplish
Champions
with
League,
Roma.
2 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe Conference League again next year.
No.
You guys avoided. You guys almost got there again this year.
You
Actually,
guys can probably win it again. That'd
you
be
guys,
cool.
you guys got close against that IP address. I don't even know what team that was.
I don't want to hear a Juve fan tell me how they lost the Maccabi Haifa.
Okay, in the Champions League.
You're in
Doesn't matter,
Europa
the Champions
League. You're
League.
in Europa League.
Okay, now we are.
You're
but
in.
we started in Champions League.
No. It doesn't matter where you start. It's how you finish.
But did we
I'm
almost
gonna
lose against?
stay out of
Did
this
we almost?
conversation.
Did we almost lose against an IP address?
No, but you lost
Or a
worse
strong
than
Wi-Fi password.
No, you lost to the IP address itself too.
No, we didn't.
You You know what you actually lost to? You lost to like a part.
I'm not going to
you
talk
know how,
about
like, there's like
losing
the
in the Conference League to losing in Champions League.
There's the Mediterranean Sea, the Black Sea, whatever. You know those random rivers nobody even knows what they're called? It's just symbols. Actually, wait. Let's go back. Ancient
Joe-
Egypt. You know when
Joe,
people
enough.
drew on the
Joe's
walls?
butthurt because of Roma.
That's
Roma
who
lost to
Juve
Lazio,
lost
Joe.
to. Hieroglyphics. They lost the hieroglyphics.
Joe's just pissed.
Regardless.
I told him before the episode that Totti jersey's getting replaced with the real
Drew
King of
jersey.
Rome. No. The real King of Rome, Ciro Immobile.
Oh, true. Yeah, that's class.
I can only have one Roman jersey on the back, and I'm obviously gonna put the greatest player that played there. I can't put this fraud behind me.
I agree with that statement 100%.
Joe's pissed now. Joe's gonna
I'm
walk
just
out.
looking back here though, and a Cheeto jersey would fit nice.
It would.
Yeah.
I gotta hang it up right behind Joe.
Yeah, it would feel
It's gonna
really
be
nice.
it's gonna be directly behind.
Can't be like
Joe.
an Italy jersey though. It has to be a Lazio.
No, it's
jersey.
gonna be a Lazio jersey.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a Lazio jersey for sure.
Both your teams suck.
Excuse me.
Okay, Joe.
I actually have no comeback. Regardless, let's continue.
Get into La Liga.
We're not gonna get into
Atletico.
this.
They're kind of
Atletico
fucking.
sucks.
They're fucking shit this year. I'm gonna come on and say it,
No, dude.
dude. Is
You have Joao
the
Felix.
No. The question is Diego Simeone's time up at Atletico now?
Yes, it's been done. It's been done.
Is like now
I'm
it's
sorry.
like he's like, you know what, my style's stale now. I need to move on. Start fresh, or maybe just does he need like a new kind of set of players, or I don't know what he's
you
missing.
know what, dude? For me, at the end of the day, every coach has their tactics. It's hard to bring a horse to water and make him drink, And Diego Simeone is that horse, like hell bent on his whole defensive tactic.
Mm-hmm.
But the players they sign for Atletico, I feel like they don't really have that defensive profile. Like Griezmann, okay, he came from Sociedad. He did very well, but that's because he was still young. You were molding him into said player. So he left that team. He went to Atletico, whatever, and he left Atletico to go to Barca. Barca's a very high-flying attacking team.
Yeah.
Never once has it been about their defense holding a lead. Oh, yeah, we scored a goal. Let's park the bus. Oh, we're winning 1-0 on aggregate. Yeah. Hey, everyone drop back. No. It's always been your front three, you're going to stay up there. Maybe you drop back to receive a pass. You play tiki-taka, whatever it is. So Griezmann technically developed as a technical player. He was always good. But when you go to a team that's all about attack, you learn certain tactics, whatever it is. Now you're taking a step back. You're going back to that whole defensive side. It's going to take a toll. Why do you think guys like Koke, they're thriving still? Because he's been in that setup his whole career now. Saul
he's used to
Niguez,
it.
when he went to Chelsea, I think Saul's a great player.
Very
Very versatile.
Did he play a game there?
But that's what I mean. Like, why
Maybe
didn't he
one?
play? Because there was a tactic he was accustomed to. Anel Correa, that guy was a fucking monster. He goes there, now he's known as this right mid that plays striker, left mid, center defensive mid, maybe left back, and he does all these other things, and he's up and down the field.
Yeah, I think he's played like every position there.
Doing great for Atletico. Put him on another team. He's not going to thrive that well. There's a reason why a lot of these Atletico players don't thrive, because if you get them young if you get a player on Simeone's team, whatever, and he's young, whatever, he molds them into something good. Well, good for his tactic.
for the most part.
But then after that,
no,
they're
Joao
fucking
Felix.
shit. Yeah, look at Joao Felix. He was
He
a
needs
promising
he
talent.
Needs, he needs a new team, man.
He's all and that's
Like-
why it goes back to the whole signing thing. Like,
He's still so good. It's just I don't know. He's just so wasted there.
why do you get an attacking prowess like that when you're still gonna snap on him and bench him because he's not defending? It makes no sense to me. Joao Felix is a good creator. He's a good scorer, all that stuff, but that's not your team style. So, I think Simeone, you did what you had to do. You brought them from the dead. You made them a relevant team. I think it's time he goes. He leaves. Revitalize fucking Valencia. Dude, Valencia was a huge team growing up.
I can see him going somewhere else. I can't really. I don't see him going to another team.
No,
in
he
Spain
won't.
right
He won't
away.
go to a team in Spain. But
I can't see
realistically,
that.
like,
Honestly,
does any top team want? Don't say Roma.
No,
You're already
no.
looking at me.
No.
I don't want to hear it.
why would he go to Roma if he played on Lazio? I was gonna say Lazio. Like once Exati
okay,
leaves.
yeah.
I can see him going
deal.
on
Fuck
Lazio.
that guy.
No, I'm saying I can see him going on Lazio.
No,
once
honestly,
Sadi's done
jokes
there.
aside, yeah, I agree with that.
He's always said like he would want to coach in Serie A and like that's only like he's played there.
You know what? Even Inter, man.
Even Inter. I see.
feel like with his tactics,
and his go out there and fucking kill everybody.
Yeah.
Like, tactics.
It suits
it
the
suits
Inter
Inter
and Lazio style because, like, again, that's the whole Italian mythology behind soccer.
There was no hiding it. Like it's
Yeah.
you can find it anywhere. That's the mentality that Mourinho brought to Inter when he went there. Go on the field and fucking kill everybody.
Doesn't work.
You might not be as good as them, but hey, if you break their
100%,
legs, they can't do
100%,
nothing.
Yeah.
Dude,
Next day,
I was gonna say
we're talking about. I actually had to ask this question before we recorded. I'm not gonna lie. I looked at Al, I looked at Pericona, and I'm like, wait, didn't Real Madrid beat Barcelona? And everyone will stroke Real Madrid, say how good they've been doing, blah, blah, blah. And they said, yeah, Real Madrid beat Barca. Real Madrid just lost to Rayo Vallecano. And that costed them first place, and now Barca is in first.
Yeah.
And now I'm not taking away anything from Rayo Vallecano. You know?
but that's
it was
when
bottom
those,
team.
those derby or those big matchups, that's when those games, when you win that and then the next week you lose, they mean nothing now.
It's true.
It was
true.
a waste.
And
all that energy you put into that game, wasted.
It's true. And like as much as derbies, they mean a lot in that moment. 100%. Inter Milan, whoever wins that, that's huge, whatever. It matters more about the next game and how you actually continue that season, right? Like Roma Lazio. I look at that. Okay, yes. Believe me, I'm very pissed off still.
But now Roma have to bounce back.
Exactly.
If Roma lose again,
it depends on their reaction. Now, Milan's been in good form. So you don't know right now how it feels if your team lost like one of those bigger games against the bigger teams. How do you bounce back? Are we going to react? Whatever. Juve, though, you've experienced that this year.
yes.
So I'm going to ask you, you lose to, okay, you obviously beat Roma because we fucking suck. But if you were to lose to Roma.
No, what do you mean?
Well, you lost to actually other big teams.
But you're talking about like losing a game right after?
Yeah.
Well, the perfect
general,
example is right now. We just beat Inter.
I love how our hands are going the same way.
We just beat Inter.
Yeah.
Now on Wednesday we play Hellas Verona. Imagine we lose points against that game.
And that's my thing. I feel like, yeah, the big game means a lot.
Yeah,
100%
obviously, you wanna
because,
beat
you know,
that
you want to
team.
get to that top four. They're one of those top four teams. You have to knock them down a peg.
Yeah.
You step up. But I feel like the biggest games are...
The game after.
Yeah.
Always.
You could lose against the top four teams.
The
every
only thing I will
game
say,
almost.
the only team, like I'm not even joking around here, the only two teams that I feel like that doesn't go for because all they care about is that game and that game only when they play each other is Roma and Lazio.
Oh, yeah.
They don't care if they lose the rest. They get relegated that season. But as long as they beat
true, actually.
the other
It's
team,
true.
that's all they care.
Listen, I can't disagree.
Like I'm not even sure. Like I know like Roma and Lazio.
I know
they
as
don't give
much
a
as
fuck.
as much as I always make the joke about like Roma, like whatever. As long as we finish above Lazio, we won the Scudetto. With every joke, there's a little bit of seriousness behind it. Like honestly, it's. I'm not from Rome. Nobody in my family's from Rome. I actually came from a household full of Juve fans. But for me, like,
You just want to be different.
yeah, I want to be sick, dude. Rock on, dude. No, for me, it's like I'd honestly say that like you could look at me and say, yeah, hey, Roma finished in 8th place this year. I'll look at the standings. We finished above Lazio though, so fuck them. We're better. That's it. And it's
the little victories, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's what I was raised to see because after Roma won the Scudetto, I'm going to tell you right now, some fucking dark times. Regardless of that, it's just something for me. It's like the derby. It means more than anything almost at times. Like it's
growing up, Per was celebrating Champions League.
Yeah, oh, dude.
I was celebrating Serie A.
Like,
Joe was celebrating being above Lazio.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you right now, yesterday, when I was watching the Juve Inter game with them, all I was thinking in the back of my head was, fuck, Roma lost to Lazio. Started drinking more. Hey, you have more liquor there? Yeah, give it to
You
me.
gonna finish that?
Is that yours? Yeah, you know what? Bring it over here.
I think that's mine now.
I think I'd have a sip of that. It's a thing. It ruins my whole day. We could lose to Monza. It's fine. Whatever. But
there's a reason why.
Small club mentality, though.
There's a reason why they're not winning. It's because their defense.
Regardless of that whole spiel. I actually do have a question for you guys because I feel like it's been a reoccurring thing.
Mm-hmm.
I had a talk with Al and his dad, Tony. Tony is here, not right now, actually, physically, but he's here. We were talking about like defense and how Juve. We're talking about Allegri and how like is he out, is he in, whatever stuff like that. And we're saying how like he only has 7 goals conceded.
Who?
Allegri.
What do you mean?
Juve. The
Oh
team.
yeah.
7 goals conceded all year, right?
Yeah.
Or
and then in the last 4 games. Yeah, 4 games, like 463 minutes, they've gone without conceding a goal.
So, after I heard that, like we were talking about it all I thought to myself was like, "Fuck, is it true? Like defense wins you a championship?" And then I started thinking, like, again, I started thinking about Roma here, how our defense sucks ass and stuff like that.
Your attack also sucks. So,
but
let's not think about it.
again, I'm gonna just ignore what Per said, and I'm gonna stick to my original
let that
point,
one slide.
and I'm gonna say like, when you think back to not even just Serie A champions, but like World Cup champions, Euro champions, Premier League, whatever, La Liga, does a defense win you a championship, or does it just like the whole team? So Per, I'm gonna ask you that question. What do you think? Is it the whole team or a defense?
I honestly think back then, maybe it was a different style of soccer, but now it's all reliant on your offense.
So you think it's more of an offense-heavy game?
If you look at the Champions League winners from the last couple years, you'll see Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, all heavy attacking, pressing teams. Liverpool, they didn't spend time defending; they were too busy attacking.
Yeah, but isn't like that a form of like? You said Liverpool, so one of the things Klopp prides himself on is that high press. That's a form of defense, though. No. Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, when you're
to
finishing with the game with like 70% possession, you're attacking all game. The ball, you're always in possession of the ball.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
No.
Relax,
I'm just telling you my opinion.
Yo, relax. This guy's getting so angry.
yelling
No,
at
but I'm gonna disagree with you respectfully.
Respectfully disagree.
I'm gonna disagree with you because I still think a defense. Okay, maybe in certain scenarios a defense won't win you a championship, but I look at like a team like Man City. What was their biggest flaw going into every Champions League final, or whatever it was, Premier League, anything? It was their defense, to me at least. Because once Pep, I'm talking about like Pep era. During the Pep era, that attack was always flawless. You're not going to look at me and ever say there was a flaw.
Yeah.
You know? So what stopped them from taking that step to winning City? Is it the Champions League, not the City. They won the City. They are Manchester City. What stopped them from taking that step and winning that Champions League? Is it just their DNA?
No, at the end of the day, having a good defense is always important, but you know what I mean? When you're pressing and attacking all game, like people can sit there and tell me, I think of a good example right now. Like Van Dijk, great defender, super overrated.
Yeah.
Super overrated. And one of the reasons why
that's just the Prem tax.
Yeah, but one of the things I'm gonna say is when you looked at Liverpool and how much they were pressing and how good their attack was, you'd never really realized Van Dijk being a great defenseman. But now that Liverpool aren't as good and Van Dijk is like being attacked more, you can kind of see his flaws.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah, but see the whole.
I worded that very like.
That's why I took a moment.
I was trying to think on the spot and talk like.
That's why I took a moment to say, yeah, I agree.
But you get what I'm saying.
I've never been a Van Dijk fan. So before, sorry. I know you have something to say.
No, I was going to say.
Please remember that.
No, honestly, it's not even that I dislike Van Dijk, but when I heard the comparisons to Maldini, I was so fucking triggered.
One-on-one versus Van Dijk.
Now it's just fuck that guy.
I don't get past
That's
that.
everybody just starts comparing right away. And obviously, if he's the best right now, they're going to be okay, who's the best? Oh, Maldini. Oh, yeah, he's definitely better than Maldini. I guys never watched Maldini play a game in his life.
When I started hearing that, it was game over for that guy.
I want Per to grab the mic and say he took it personally.
You can
grab
you
the
can
mic.
say I took
Grab
that,
the mic.
You can say I took that real personal.
Michael Jordan. Someone else is taking this personally. All right, Al, go. Say what you had to say.
No, I was gonna say is with the whole defense winning you championships. I think it's more of a model that teams in Italy and teams in Spain go by, because if you look, sorry,
That noise. What the fuck? I thought it was your dog.
you look at like, obviously I can use this for an example because I know it best. Juve, these like in the last 9 years, we had strong teams, yes, but in Champions League, there was teams a lot better than us, especially those years when we made the final. But it's just the way they played and playing with that defense that you couldn't break, and they would be able to absorb these teams attacking, and then catch them on the counter. That's what was so good about them, and that's what they built their team around, and that's what made. If you look back at the last 30, 40 years, who dominated in Europe? Italy and Spain.
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you think England never did? Yes, England now they're getting now with this whole attacking football, but you see it like Man City gets exposed. Chelsea got exposed last year. Madrid playing that simple sit back. They had a solid defense. They finally found their with Alaba coming in. That was the biggest signing they made when they lost Varane and Ramos. Bringing that in, that was smart business by Perez.
Yeah, but I'm gonna even in saying that though, Italy and Spain dominating. Who were the dominating teams? Always strong offensive teams.
Okay. We're not gonna call. I know again, Milan had a great offense, but you're not gonna call Milan an offensive team when you have a backline like the way they had.
Okay, no, yeah, I'm saying if you want to go that
Dude,
far back,
who's breaking?
yeah. But I'm thinking more of Barcelona, when they were dominating in Champions League.
Dude, their backline: Dani Alves, PK, Puyol, Jordi Alba.
Okay, now name me their attack.
Okay, no, but that was a different team.
No, you see what I'm saying?
But still,
Name me their midfield.
Okay, but hey, that attack that team was still beatable. Juve beat them.
Yeah, okay, but at the end of the day, they still were finishing the game with
Roma beat them when they had Neymar and things.
That was a fluke.
That wasn't a fluke.
It still happened, man. The teams are beatable, but
no,
it depends
100%.
on
They're 100%. They're beatable.
When they had that, when Puyol, they had all those guys, Dani Alves and thing. That I'm telling you, dude, that backline you could not. It was impossible to break. Even Real Madrid, when they had even Ramos and Pepe,
even Dani Alves,
and Marcelo,
he was more busy attacking than defending.
He was one of the first. Him and Marcelo were the first guys that were more of that attacking based.
Yeah.
Fullbacks, but they were still able to do their job and defend. I still think that Dani Alves was able to defend better than Marcelo, and Marcelo was better in attack, but that's just my opinion.
I mean, the only thing I would like to interject and say is I see where Perez is coming from, because at the end of the day, a lot of these teams that have accomplished success, this and that, whatever, you look at their attack, it's fucking filthy.
That's the thing now too. That a lot of teams are they're trying to make this style of attacking and pressing just because it's more it's better to watch.
Yeah.
It's more enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, that high press intensity.
You know what I mean?
But what I was
no one wants to watch a defensive simulator for 80 minutes and then a counterattack and they score 1-0.
What I was gonna get to is I'm gonna actually tug on Perez's heartstrings here. Milan finally found defensive solidity.
Yeah, we also
finally.
I know. Okay, but
Tamori Kalulu, that guy's appearing as a fucking god amongst men as a center back, and you bought him to be a right back as a third string right back. Lest we forget to Calabria, then Florenzi, Roma legend,
he became
and
a
Italy
starting
legend,
center back,
and now he's honestly, arguably, your starting center back. Kier's
a stud.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you. Yeah. Roma legend again.
No, whatever. But that's what I'm saying. Defense 100% is always going to be important. You need good defenders, but at the same time, Milan also brought in two of the greatest midfielders I've seen on that team in a very long time in Benesse and Tonali.
Okay, but you look at Tonali's profile. Tonali was brought in, and originally he was speculated to be the next Pirlo. He started on Brescia, the hair, those passes he makes, whatever.
I still think they're two complete different
players.
players.
100%. But then you hear what he says he is. He says he's like Gattuso.
Yeah,
because of that defensive tenacity and whatever. But then you hear
Gattuso would bite your nose off.
Oh yeah, oh no, 100. Gattuso was a different.
There's only one Gattuso.
But you hear what others say, and they'll describe him as like a Paul Scholes almost. that defensive
He's a
pit bull,
box to box player.
but then he's also that Pirlo finesse,
Yeah.
like a Paul Scholes, like whatever. Now, I don't rate Paul Scholes. I'm sorry, anyone watching from England. I don't
That's
think
why I didn't like that comparison.
You know
too
what I mean?
much either.
Yeah, I don't like
when you
that
were saying that, I
comparison
was like,
because
stop.
Paul Scholes, the biggest highlight career of his was his dick falling out of his shorts. Other than that, he admitted that he stayed away from Messi because he was scared.
Because he was scared. He didn't want to go near him that game in the final.
You're a bitch. Park Ji-sung, not scared of anything. He fucking ran after Messi,
That's
and
true.
Fergie complimented him for that. Scholes,
That's facts.
get out of there, buddy. Regardless, though, I think Tonali is like, you know, how you always see those players that they're evolving like the game. I feel like Tonali is one of those guys. You know, like you look at Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne is an attacking mid by trade, who could also play center mid, but you put him as like that regista,
Yeah.
that holding midfielder that could distribute. He could do that.
Yeah.
You know, so I think Tonali is a part of that. But yeah,
I think Tonali in going like in the future, he's gonna like he's gonna be up there like one of the best.
That's
in
the
next
point I was
couple
alluding
years,
to.
in the next couple of years.
But in
You got
saying
to see how the
He need-
career
there's
plays
still-
out.
there's
It's still
some-
early.
Yeah, no, obviously.
It's
There's
still early.
Like there's times I watch him. There's still things like I see that like he has to work on. But like man, the thing I love about him is like I feel like every time I watch him, for the most part, it's like he's playing better and better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like every game, he's always doing something like more of him.
Also, when
And I
saying
love
that, when you're saying like Tamori and also like Liao had one of the greatest seasons
Like
Okay.
last year.
It
Like
just showed you-
that was our
Hold on.
attack. Like
Hold
I
on,
will
hold
say,
on.
our attack
Leao
was a huge
wouldn't
presence.
be as successful as he is if VAR was present.
The fuck you trying to say right now?
I'm just saying he gets lucky with VAR.
You want to break that down?
Okay, you look at everything that's happening with Milan, and like with Milan and VAR, they kind of go hand in hand.
Joe, you're
Honestly,
trying to bring something.
I'm just gonna end this situation. Like,
No,
this conversation
listen,
right there.
listen.
It's because I think he
I don't
could
even
be-
know
think,
what he's.
I think Per. I think you know. I'll let you in on this. I think.
I think he's
I think Leao might have scored a goal against Roma. That something happened
There you
with
go.
VAR.
When Mancini got that red card 2 years ago, when you got last
What's this
year,
guy on about right now?
I'm bringing up the past right now
Somebody
because you know
somebody
what?
put a highlight video on
No,
because
no,
I gotta
no,
see
no,
what
no,
fucking
no,
game
no.
he's talking
I will
about.
bring it up when we're outside talking shop about everything here. Mancini
It's a butcher.
100%. 100% he's a fucking butcher. He's a butcher and everything like that. But Mancini never fouled Leao. Milan was already winning 3-0 at that point.
Probably.
Milan was already winning. You're destroying Roma. Why do you have to actually fucking dive like a stupid little bitch? VAR, my biggest thing with VAR, and that pisses me
Yeah, but
right
VAR's,
off.
VAR's a joke.
Yes, but like that's my biggest thing. So would Leao be good if VAR was always there? Well, okay.
I mean,
Technically-
it was always there for
Hold
his
on, yeah, I was
career,
gonna say,
so
he's still young.
can't really make that argument, Joseph.
Well, I'm already proving myself wrong, so this is really uncomfortable.
Oh, there's the man we're looking for. This man will tell you how broken VAR is.
I think
There,
To was amped about last week, so now he wanted to come back.
just
He's just joined us now. Take a seat here, Dad.
you can call him daddy again.
What's going on up here?
Turn you on.
Oh yeah, you didn't hear Tony.
There you go.
Tony just walked
Tony's-
in. He
Tony's
didn't hear
here
it
now.
already.
1, 2, 3, testing.
Tony's
a
here.
little
Okay,
test,
hey.
though.
So we were just talking about VAR,
Yes.
and we're just about how bad it's been recently.
It's,
So you want to give us your thoughts about
yeah,
that?
well, when they introduced the VAR a few years ago, I think in a way I was happy because I think that will change the game.
Yeah.
I've been being realistic, like everything is done the proper way.
Yeah.
But the more games I watch, and the more I think that it's the worst thing they ever came up with.
I was happy too until I saw how they were using it.
Yeah, until
They use it really,
they use it when they want to.
like seeing like offside by 1 millimeter,
Yeah.
which it's a joke.
The tip of your head offside.
Not even.
offside now.
Not even. Their heel, because
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
walking back from an offside position. Their
No.
heel is offside.
It's and then watching the game yesterday, Inter Juventus. I mean, that was disgusting.
Thank God he brought that up.
There it
'cause I was going to.
No, I mean, it is. I've been watching the replay all day today just to make sure.
But that's why.
How can you call that to say touch with his hands when the guy's holding his arm?
No, and
It was in a lock.
I would love to see too if people think that like, oh no, that was a good call.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, even if you do want to call that goal back,
It should be a pen.
It should be a penalty shot because he's clearly being held by the
Yes.
defender.
If anything, that when he's holding him, that should be a penalty. No,
Oh, yeah, that's what should have been a
no,
penalty
no.
shot.
So let me hold the guy's hand so that
Let
he
me
can't,
lock in
that he
his
can't
arm.
move it. He's
Oh.
gonna kick it. It's gonna hit his hand and go in. And then I hear Zaggy after. Yeah, but it changed direction. He couldn't move his hand.
If you guys didn't watch the Juve game yesterday, they played against the Inter. Good game. Watch it. Not if you're an Inter fan, because Inter sucks.
It was good for you, but I swear to God, if
Fuck Inter.
that game ended up tying or we lost that game with that call there, ooh, buddy.
So essentially,
I would have been on a plane already to Milano.
corner taken quickly, like Origi, whatever. And Danilo got at the end of it.
It was really like this.
His arm was like this with Dumfries. Look, we're crossing arms. I don't know if you can see it. This is only if you're watching the video. You can
Look,
see it.
This is Dumfries holding him.
Yeah.
And that's his arm. And it hit off
Yeah.
this arm.
And it's not like he
And went
tried
in.
to pull or whatever.
He
so
couldn't even pull. He couldn't do anything. It's
Danilo
being-
connected with his foot, but the way it hit was like it kind of rolled off his hand.
yeah, on the way in.
Something like that. Like it was a weird thing. Did it change the trajectory of the
even
game
if
thing?
it
Not
did.
too much.
But it's matter.
I
But
don't
that
know.
it's not a control. You can control your arms.
That's what I'm saying. It's out of your
Especially
control.
if your arm is being held like that. It's like if his arm was out because he was grabbing himself and he went like that, and then you know,
that's
through
a
that
different
elbow.
story. That's a different story.
One thing. Okay,
If his arms,
fine.
if his arms are out and that same thing happened, okay, I get it. But when your arms locked up like that, it should either be
Yeah.
a goal or no goal, penalty shot.
Yeah. No, 100%.
That's it.
Because at
Only
the end
two
of the
answers that
day,
should have happened.
you shouldn't be grabbing a player. You shouldn't be holding a player or anything like
But
that.
that's
So,
that
I
goes.
agree.
That
what I'm
goes.
saying,
That's
though.
another reason why as VAR. I feel like I'm saying it every season. I'm like, oh, this
yeah.
season it's been the worst. But like this season, it's actually been worse than last season. And last season was
my
horrible.
biggest thing is, and Tony, I'm going to ask you this: when they introduced VAR, do you think they should have changed the rules almost, like looked at offside and said, okay, now this is going to be offside. This is how it is. Handball. This is like, you know what I mean?
Kind of like
Do you think
update,
Yeah, but
update
that's-
the rules.
update
That's
the rules.
if you recall. I'm not sure if it was last year, 2 years ago, when Juventus scored a goal. There was something in the midfield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one guy from Juventus and the other team, they went on the ball. The guy from Juventus got the ball. So then they played for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Left, right.
Oh, yeah.
And they finally scored the goal. So then they go to VAR.
Oh, I remember this actually. Quadrado was the
Yes.
foul
Yep.
So
on the
then
play.
they
Yeah,
call.
yeah.
Then they call. 2 minutes later, they went to VAR and they didn't give the goal because it was a free kick there.
All the way back
2
there.
weeks ago, there was. Can you remember that the two teams that the same thing happened pretty well, but they scored right away.
Yeah.
But didn't go to VAR because according to VAR as well, the referee he saw that to him it was not a foul,
Yeah.
was nothing, so didn't call. So what is the logic of here? That's
Well,
what I understand.
That's
Well,
I mean,
did you see the Milan game on the weekend too?
yes.
Of course. Sempre Milan.
No, but Tonali scored a beautiful goal.
Sempre.
5 minutes later.
Sempre Milan. I love you saying that. Sempre Milan.
Hold on, let's go to VAR. Hold
No,
on,
you-
hold on. Oh no, there's a foul 5 minutes before that. Nope, no goal. Sorry.
because it's Milano.
No,
sempre.
that's. I'm sorry. Like, that's. They got to put like a limit that they can call back because if it's on the way to that play, like the guy fouls, wins the ball back at half, and then goes and scores, and you want to call it back, yes, I agree. But if something happened and then the play went and they went on this side, they
they
went
got
on that
the ball
side, and they went
back,
back there,
over
and then they
there.
scored, and you're like, no, there's a foul that happened here, and then you guys went over there, so no, yeah,
Well,
we're gonna call it back.
It's like Roma.
Makes no sense.
Against the Wi-Fi password this week. Sorry. I'm going to be honest with you. My brother said, "Oh, you know, you say it wasn't a foul because you won the game." No, I'll say it even if we lost the game or whatever it was against Ludogorets. The guy was running. And to me, when you're running, if I accidentally hit your face, if I push you or whatever it is, like, you're running. At the end of the day, you're competing for a fucking ball.
Yeah, but your arm shouldn't be swinging.
Okay, listen.
Yeah,
we
but
have-
it doesn't matter. But in a way, it's right too. Because
I know, I do
then
get it,
you
but
see,
I don't know, man.
You see some of this player hit the guy. You know, The guy goes on the ground, looks like, 20.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
And then when they show the replay or something, they didn't even touch his face.
Yeah. See,
So come on, that's a
and what I
player's.
mean, like-
That's a player's.
But see, I know that from like experience because when I was playing, I've done that before. When I was running, that like I would run and as I was swinging my arm in the same motion, I would smack the guy's face.
And that's what I mean. Like, don't get me wrong.
How the hell do you run?
It's all tactics. Man. You gotta this is stuff you gotta practice on.
Now
man.
you
This
know
doesn't
why
just
we
happen.
call him aggressive Al.
Yeah,
But
that was-
regardless,
I always got away with it.
to a certain extent, I don't know if anyone's seen the game. Probably not, because I'm the only Roma fan I fucking think in the world. But the way it was is his name was fucking Rick. Who the fuck names their kid just Rick? Anyways, he was running against Ibanez, and he went like that. He kind of like pushed up as he was taking off, and he hit him in the face. Okay, whatever. This guy was like 5'4". Ibanez is 6'2".
Yeah.
He maybe hit his neck. And then the way he ran afterwards was he kept his arm straight down and he kept on running, like kind of like a Superman shimmy, like Flores does actually. You know, how Flores runs
Arms to the side.
Little shimmy. So in that aspect, when you run like that, okay, you know what? You did flail your arm out. I can understand why they called that free kick, and the goal was disallowed. But there's other instances. You see these players, like, look at Haaland, the way he runs. Haaland runs like this.
Oh, dude, the way Haaland runs,
it's
man.
not even like, oh,
Haaland's
yeah, I'm
just
doing this on
different.
purpose. Let me elbow you. Like, yeah, he's just a truck, and he runs like that. You know, like,
You gotta watch out for those elbows.
some people's playing styles, like, that's how they run.
Yeah.
That's how they get their speed. You know, like, if you call something back because I'm running, I accidentally hit you in the ribs, I hit you here, like, I'm sorry, you're bringing in video technology. You have to look at everything more carefully.
Yeah, but they can't.
You have that aspect of the game. Yeah, okay.
But you know they're not gonna be looking at
90-minute
every
game,
single
a
thing.
90-minute game might go to 116 minutes, which sucks for
For the players that are playing 3 times a week.
Yeah, well, you know what? That's
And then,
fucking
and then
FIFA's
that's why they're
fault.
getting injured.
That's
but
fucking
the
FIFA's fault.
problem is because even if you lose 5 minutes, you don't care. If you make the right call that you saw, it's a nice call. It doesn't matter which team, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's a point that one Sunday you watch a game and they call it.
Yeah.
The
The
next
next
week
Sunday?
it's exactly the same thing and they don't call it.
Yeah.
So what is
Or no, the best thing I was gonna before I forgot. Yesterday, that whole time with the VAR thing when they were checking during the Juve Inter game with the goal.
Yeah.
Not once, like while they were all they showed was the referee just going like this, or Danilo going. What?
Oh, no, Danilo's reactions were probably
okay,
the
but
best
why
part
weren't
of the
they
whole
showing the replays? Like, why not just show the fans so we know what the hell's going on? Show us the different angles.
You know what? We actually have an Inter fan watching this right now, and I'm gonna call him out right now. I don't know if you heard that. I'm gonna get him here. Adam Zagaria, please make your way down. You have to actually make your way down.
Zay, come on,
You're
come
making
on,
your way
come
down
on.
now. No, no.
Yeah.
He's
I
gonna
say my
take
thing.
over for me for 1 second.
No, come on.
We're doing this.
I'm bringing coffee. That's it.
He's-
Joe, is this dropping off a coffee?
No, Silva.
No.
You said something. Roma or whatever. If you don't wanna-
No, fuck Roma. No more Roma
I like
talk.
the natural part of this.
Rome is blue.
See? Okay. Do you want that on the podcast, Joe? See, like you want another one of us
Roma
on the
is blue.
podcast? Roma is blue.
It is blue. Can confirm.
What else do you want to hear? Ciro Immobile is going on this wall and Toby's coming down.
And what's Inter right now, Zaggy?
Inter's still black and
we're
blue.
not talking about us. Though. We're talking about you.
No, Milano's red though.
Yeah, but he said what's Inter?
That's what's up, dude.
He said what's Inter?
Yeah,
know,
and
what
where's
is an Inter?
where are they all from?
Inter.
No, Inter's not a place in Italy.
Miami.
That's true. Hey, fact.
You know what,
Tell
guys?
me I'm wrong.
No, I'm done with this whole conversation. You brought Zaggy on.
You
I'm sorry,
wanted
Zaggy.
this.
I just wasted your time.
Okay.
Fuck Inter.
You resume your position.
Inter. Wait,
No,
hold
no,
on.
no,
Hold
no.
on. I just want to say this, dude. Now that you're here in front of everyone, and they could see this, Inter sucks.
Yeah, well.
Inter sucks.
It was a good game, Zaggy. He's sour with
No,
the whole.
Inter
He's sour with the
sucks.
whole Lazio Roma.
Tony
Well,
also
I do
hates
too.
Inter.
You know what I mean? You can't. What are you gonna do about that?
and now Lazio jumped them to. Now they do. They.
We're
But
calling a
Inter-
spade a spade. We know we're
Inter
not
is
playing well. What are
still
you gonna do?
below Roma, and we
For
can
now.
prove it
Only-
on the table.
Joe, you
Look,
want to do this
look,
again?
look.
You want to do this again? Then next week Inter's gonna jump Roma, and you're gonna get a picture from Zaggy
Are you
saying,
bragging
"Hey,
about
where
being
you
in
guys going?"
sixth place right now?
Yeah,
Is that what, is
You
that
know
what's
what,
happening
dude,
right now?
You're like 4 points
that's the
above
level.
us.
That's the level Roma's.
4 points above, and you know what 4 means? Nothing.
Yes, it
So-
means nothing. Absolutely.
On that
nothing.
note,
4 means nothing?
thank you guys. I'm gonna end the episode now. I'm done with this fucking shit.
Joe's not ending anything.
I miss Tony being on it. I regret inviting Zay for that last 30 seconds. This is the worst thing I've ever done, and I've done a lot of bad things.
I immediately
got a
regret this
tattoo on my
decision.
fucking ankle. But regardless,
Hold on, Joe. Before we end things off, I got a little treat for us. Why are you pissed off?
oh no, I actually know about this.
I got a little treat for us
And it's
because
not
the World
Wendy's.
Cup's starting. So now we decided until the World Cup, well, throughout the World Cup now, on every episode, we're going to be opening up a Panini sticker pack just to celebrate. Joe, be careful when you open these things because
Oh, you want to come open this?
you got a Messi or Ronaldo. It's a see.
Who do I get, though?
I don't think you can get Inter players.
If I get
Oh.
one Inter player.
First one, Harry Kane.
Ooh, Harry Kane!
Next one is an actual Panini sticker. That's
Nice.
pretty. That's
So you
pretty
get
cool.
bread.
Like
You got,
prosciutto?
you got
Mitchell
bread. You got bread.
Mitchell Duke.
Who?
Mitchell
Oh, Dykes.
Duke. No.
Oh, it's actually Duke.
Mohamed Kano.
Oh,
Saudi Arabia?
Yeah, I know him. That's my dad.
Isn't this guy on Roma?
He actually is.
He is, right?
Cremonese legend right
Oh.
now. Felix
Okay, okay.
Afenagian.
Okay, I was gonna say I remember the name.
He scored that crazy goal against
remember the
Genoa.
name.
I don't know if anyone paid attention.
We
But
didn't.
regardless.
That's fine.
What's
All right,
that?
Joe.
What's that, Zaggy?
Nothing.
Hold
No,
on.
no,
Zaggy
no,
said
go
something.
open your pack. Open
No,
your
no,
pack.
Zaggy.
No. It's not worth it.
Come
Don't
to the
worry.
mic and say something.
No, it's good.
What's I going to say? Pear, tell him. Tell him about Milano right now.
Tell him what?
Tell him about Milano right now.
Roma is blue.
Oh, it's nice and red.
Facts are facts. I can't argue it.
See,
Such
I like
a
this
shit
argument. I like
fan.
having
What
this
a
argument.
shit fan.
Joe, let's get a Messi.
He agrees.
Okay, so I got Jordi Alba.
Okay.
He just he's there with my friend.
That's probably gonna be his
PK.
last World Cup.
We don't want to talk about the last people. Oh yeah, hey PK, we love you. How do,
I
how do
know.
you
I'm
say it in
still
Spanish?
kind of pissed off.
How
with
do you
the
say
whole,
sempre
The
in
whole
Spanish?
thing.
Siempre.
Him with Shakira,
Siempre.
but he was a legend.
Gracias, leyenda. There you go.
Rizka Bartha.
Bilal Afa.
That's a guy from Tunisia, man.
He's from
You're not-
Tunisia.
You're not gonna pronounce his
I don't
name.
know if I was just looking from a fucked up angle, but that just looked like Gattuso I was like, dude, you just gonna
Dude,
Gattuso.
that's what I mean. Like, just look at the beard.
Dude, you just
Yeah.
pull an icon
I
card.
was like, dude, you just pulled Gennaro.
I got He Chan Wang. Wang.
Oh,
Actually, I'm
from
pretty
South
sure.
Korea.
Isn't that the guy that plays on RB Leipzig? The really fast guy.
I don't think so.
FIFA guys would know this.
I don't think
93
so.
pace, pretty
No.
crazy.
Aren't
Regardless,
you a FIFA guy?
he's there. I am a FIFA guy, but whatever. Gavi.
Oh, the reason
Why
the
PK
reason
retired.
the reason his relationship didn't last.
Poor thing. He's getting a divorce because of you, and you hugged him.
Couldn't
The
stay away-
kiss of Judas.
Couldn't stay away from your mom. All right, guys. On that note,
Rumor has it was like a team building exercise, though. So
Team building exercise. Your mom's pretty
they were
hot.
playing Madrid the week after. They needed the confidence boost.
Italian team's going like a little retiring thing. Yeah, let's go have a picnic together. All of us will chill.
They also
No.
the kids' moms.
La Liga. Hey, your mom's pretty hot.
They sleep with the youth's moms.
PK didn't want it.
that's-
He took one for the team.
That's the initiation. Dude, that's the initiation when you come from the academy there.
Hey, I've heard about
The older
this.
players got to sleep with your mom.
I read this on Reddit. I
That's just
I
a
didn't
rumor
read
we heard.
anything. Reddit, don't copyright me or sue me. Gavi, you're a pretty good player. Yes.
I love everybody.
I love you, Gavi. I mean, no harm. All right, guys. All right, guys. If you haven't, Joe, fuck up with these little. I'm not gonna be able to say this.
Dilly ding, dilly dong. Champions League.
All right, guys. Joe won't shut up, so I'm gonna end this thing. If you guys haven't already, don't forget to follow us on all socials at Ultras11.
Yeah.
And if you guys please could give this episode 5 stars on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Spotify. We really appreciate it, all the support. If you guys haven't checked our store out already, ultras11.com, hit it up, guys. We got new merch coming up in the next 2 weeks. I'm actually going to be posting a couple more sweaters, so keep an eye out for that. And guys, leave a like, comment, and subscribe on this video. See you next week.
My shirt is coming in. I just want to come out and say that. My shirt's coming in.
Yeah,
Bye,
Joe.
guys.
We'll see you soon.
See you later.
Ciao.